Fuck that! I'm saying it! The Lion King, one of the greatest movies of all time, animated or otherwise, turns 30. It deserves way better than this. A few days ago at the Lion King 30th anniversary concert, for some reason, obviously not by popular demand, there was a performance by Northwest. But that performance was South-South. Yeah, there's gonna be a few dad jokes in this video, but I feel like that's kind of fitting because Northwest's father is a dad joke. A joke dad. See, there's another one right there. The song she sang was I Just Can't Wait to Be King. But the question is, can you feel the love tonight? And the answer is, no, nobody loved that. Nobody could love that, not even your own mother. Her father might have loved it, but nothing shocks me with that man anymore. It was actually so bad I was half expecting him to come up on stage and take the microphone away from her. Regardless, Northwest did receive a standing ovation. Oh wait, no, people were standing up to leave. But before I trash this performance anymore, and believe me, I will, I want to get to the whole point of this. The feedback online is all over the place. There's of course people accusing others of cyberbullying a child. Then there's people contradicting those people because, oh, it really was that bad. Then there's people who normally would classify this as cyberbullying, but they're making an exception here because of who this girl's parents are. Is it okay, is the question. See, with me, you shouldn't call this cyberbullying because I don't really have fans. I barely even have friends. So, you know, you could easily insult me back. I'm a very easy target. But if North wants to throw insults down at me, that is going to leave emotionally scarred. It's very possible you may think I crossed a line calling a little girl a but I bleeped it out, so you can't prove that I called her one at all. I could have called her a perfect angel. In fact, that is what I called her. But until you hack into my computer and find the unedited footage, nobody can call me a liar. Now, on the plus side here, Jason Weaver came to North's defense. On the negative side, nobody knows who the f that is. It's the guy who did Simba's singing voice. Well, why didn't he perform that song at the concert? North wasn't even alive when this movie came out. She might have not even been swimming in her dad's sanctimonious scrotum at this point. 1994. And I'm pretty sure that is not Rowan Atkinson on stage with her doing Zazu's parts. That man said yes to the live-action Scooby-Doo movies, but said no to singing on stage with Northwest. Dang. If I'm pushing the line here, I have a great excuse. Why? Because of how important The Lion King is to me. When I was little, I had these Lion King toys. Hold on. Yeah, I guess I don't have them anymore. But I did have these Lion King bed sheets when I was little. Let me go get them. I don't know why. I already knew they were long gone. But I still have this shirt from like 4 years ago. Vintage. And I do still have my VHS copy. Ooh. Of course, this is just gonna make young people call me old. They say old, I say nostalgic. And the good kind of nostalgic, not the bad kind of nostalgic. Speaking of people with no talent, let's get back to Northwest. But one thing that really blows my mind is, did anyone not see the irony of a girl singing I Just Can't Wait to Be King? Because a girl can't be a king. Was this North coming out as trans? Is she now Norbert West? Celebrity children and genders, it's been a hot topic recently. Ben Affleck told people to address his daughter as they, and I think J-Lo did the same thing with one of her twins. But I think North would have, like, confirmed this by now, so, she's not one of them yet. Then after all this backlash, Kim Kardashian went on social media and posted pictures of North in her little Simba costume. That's yet another thing. This is not a lion costume. That looks like if an Eskimo skinned Big Bird. Or like very heavy foreskin. I'm sorry, I see it. Remember those creepy things called boobas? People would joke that they look like genitalia and I was afraid to go to the bathroom after that. That's what she's reminding me of. It is such a shame that SNL just wrapped up this most recent season. You know they'd have like Sarah Sherman on the Weekend Update wearing a big yellow hood being like, "My mom told me we could just buy talent." And there's people saying that North's parents probably bought her the role when it could have been given to a more talented kid that, you know, who's worked hard, had training, taken classes. On one hand, kids like that have the most annoying parents. I can't stand parents like that. But I'm sure a few people think that Northwest's parents are annoying. Just a few. I'm a better rapper than Kanye. I know that's unrelated, but it's also undeniable. It's so sad that they put on this partially amazing concert, and this is the one part that went viral. Like they got Timon and Pumbaa to reunite after 30 years. Ernie Sabella looked old and brittle, but you gotta just be happy they lived this long to be in this anniversary special. I think Friends turns 30 this year too, and unfortunately we're not going to have the anniversary we all want. So be lucky. It really was the right time for Ernie to come back because, well, there is no more time. I hope he lives a lot longer, just so you know. In conclusion, the shame goes to the people who gave this little girl the okay to publicly humiliate herself. The people talking smack online are, at worst, persons of interest, and at best, completely innocent. Especially me. Like Zazu says in that song, if this is where the monarchy is headed, count me out. But if this is where the monarchy is heading, Zazu would be like, oh, f*** this. I'm flying out of here. I'm flying to the Shadowlands.